flesh that thing out. Just
Absolutely.
keep it as it is. But I also wanted to add into this. And
yes.
This could even could be a cool like wrap it up kind of stuff.
Do so.
Kanye West. Do
West.
you know his story?
I know a little of it. Pray tell.
His mom was
very supportive mom.
Yeah, supportive mom, or I think his mom and dad. They were part of the. God, what was it? The Shriners? Or do they go abroad? The Shriners?
You know, I only know their little bikes. That's all I know about the Shriners.
I could just say they were a part of and then leave it blank, and then you could just kind of add it in later.
I could give it a shot.
Wikipedia, whatever.
We'll see.
But they were part of one of these civic organizations that send their people abroad to different countries. And so they went off to the Netherlands.
Good.
They took young Kanye with them when he was an early teenager, and I think he came from Philadelphia or Washington or something, and went over there, and it was just a different world. Now, when he was in America, he was not into hip hop.
Okay.
He was into probably blues, jazz, some other kinds of music, or maybe a little more sophisticated or whatever.
Okay.
But when he went over there, the Dutch looked at this guy, Kanye West.
Hey,
what's up?
Yes. And it's funny, most people don't even register it.
If you set it up properly, it's good.
Yeah, it's good. You kind of intend to do it?
I set it up so that my whole purpose in all this is always to maintain a very as natural as possible flow. Natural. Often I have music. We'd be listening to music, and it's mostly because I feel very comfortable with music, and it really helps me chill out. Okay. But I've noticed that with others, sometimes it doesn't. And because it means adjusting volume levels very particularly, I thought I'd go ahead and make it simple. And so this time we didn't do music.
Do you think like listening to the ever-present cadences of the urine stream I just created, does that help calm you down?
I quite like it. I really do. This is really one of my very favorite spots.
It is nice.
I've been doing this for a while, and yeah, I enjoy it. But I didn't mean to throw you off. Yes.
Well,
so Kanye West, he's over in Netherlands.
He's in Amsterdam, and he's with his parents, young teenager at the I don't know what kind of school he's at, but anyway, he's interacting with the local Dutch.
Yes.
And they see this guy, and they're like, "Oh, cool! Can you make a rap? Can you make a?" Actually, Dutch speak almost perfect English. But
okay.
Did you ever meet Dutch?
Yes.
It's scary, like how for a non-native speaker, how close to native they can sound.
That would make sense. I knew one girl who actually, I just remember, yeah, she didn't like her English, but she was clearly a perfectionist because it was so good.
So good, yeah.
And I know that one time I was just like, she overheard me saying something about the fact that she shouldn't complain because she's so great. It was kind of a backhanded compliment is what it was. And it wasn't to her, it was to someone else, and she heard it. She cried. I was very offended. I was very upset. I was,
young times.
It was one of those, I didn't really differentiate well the love and hate I had for people, because I loved everyone, but I said it in very passive-aggressive ways like junior hires do.
Right.
So you're like, oh, I like you, I want to date you, kicking the shins. And you're like, you're clearly very young.
You are callow as all get out.
I've had to kind of just embrace my teenage years because they weren't the smoothest. But
understood.
Anyway, yes, the English is impeccable. So you meet this, or rather, you have Conway,
and they're thinking, okay, Kanye, you must tell us more about black rap and hip hop, because obviously you're black, you're from America. How can you not be into this? And he decided to oblige them.
Okay.
And so he himself started researching more,
learning the art,
like buying the music while abroad, listening to it.
Awesome.
He was there. I think that was his playing card. Like, the more he knew about that stuff, the more.
Hello.
Hey.
What is up?
Sorry.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah,
that's cool.
People,
rock it out. Have a good one. Adios.
So he was able to. That's where he picked up his knowledge of hip hop.
Very nice.
Was in Netherlands.
So what you're saying is that experience abroad for anyone from any country, going anywhere, can change your life forever. For the better.
Certainly can.
Can. It did change my life. Do you feel? I know that your experience in Turkey has actually kind of swayed your purpose to a degree. Am I right?
Yeah, yeah.
I think profound experiences tend to do that. So all in all, you would say the American abroad is a good thing. Americans go abroad, learn. Absorb is probably the endorsement.
Absorb, yeah. Go abroad.
Don't try to
people.
recreate.
Trailblaze, and as only you can, and maybe, just maybe you can learn another language while doing the Wii interactive.
Yeah, it's gone global, and it's
Has it gone?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah, it's the #1 seller in the world console-wise right now.
Okay.
Well, next to the DS, of course.
No,
anyway,
no small.
no small feet. No small feet. Well, I mean, there are a few. It depends on their age, but yeah. Yes, and I would say the American Embassy over in Moscow actually helicoptered in American soil so that they could say the embassy was technically on American soil.
Funny.
It was within the embassy that the school occurred and all this stuff.
Yeah.
I'm not saying don't do that. I'm saying that you do represent America abroad when you do things like this. When you mail in your own soil, because the local just simply isn't. It's not that it's bad. It's just that it's not yours. And this is a barrier
and be careful not to slather upon your own reputation.
Because you're doing so regardless.
Right.
And so I'm saying simply watch out. This is not the moral of the story per se. It's to say that I do think it's worth going abroad. I spoke with a Norwegian guy who had a real strong distaste for Americans last I went. And we had a very lengthy discussion. And toward the close of the discussion, I, having assumed he'd been to the States this entire time, said, I asked him, so where have you been exactly? What area of America are you pinpointing? Yeah. And it turns out he had not been at all. So, and I don't blame the guy. We have, many people have prejudice against, including in my home state of Arizona, bad feelings toward the Mexicans and Mexico as a result, but we've never been. But we do have the news and the media to report. So, do what you can. I think the idea of being open-minded but maintaining a kind of an air of self,
persona,
a degree of persona, yeah.
Degree of stylized persona, yeah.
Yeah, and I think it's in large part because it takes time to assess your surroundings, and you need to do so with certain cues.
I would recommend, if you are interested in living abroad or traveling abroad, that you take acting classes. I honestly would recommend that. You should get comfortable in front of, or at least experience being in front of audience of people, speaking in front of people. You should get comfortable being the object of attention.
I see what you're saying.
You
will be the odd man out, so you'll be speaking to all.
It should not be an issue with you. You should actually preferably get to the point where you embrace that.
Awesome.
Showtime.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Okay. Fair enough. Well, any final thoughts, comments, concerns, wishes, questions, anything?
I just want to thank you for spending this time with me.
Hey, thank you. I enjoyed it.
We had a good time, and I would actually like to see you pretty soon.
Okay.
And I'll be sitting down there on that bridge.
Okay.
With somebody else. Maybe this cousin.
We'll see.
Eating popcorn.
Popcorn, even.
If it's possible.
Wow.
Watching what could be one of the most spectacular.
A legendary piece.
Conversational supernovas.
Wow.
That this solar system, if not the neighboring Andromeda solar system, has ever seen.
Wow. Well, the bar has been set. Thank you for that. He's referring, of course, to someone I look forward to having here, or somewhere within the park, or maybe somewhere else even, in the hopefully near future.
This is a teaser.
It's a teaser. There you go.
Right.
Okay. Well, thank you very much. Thank you very much. I hope that you're doing well. And for those of you who see it on YouTube, awesome. Rock that out. There is a website that is more explanatory. There you go.
Okay. Are we out of here?
I think so.